Hello Medina, this is my feedback to your presentation, to your draft. Okay, first of all, this presentation should be an overview of you, not of an issue. It's not an overview of lithium or Li whatever batteries. It's an overview of who you are as a researcher, of your research interests, of your ambitions, of your future goals. Of course, if that has to do with batteries, you should of course mention them. You should talk about them a little bit, but it's mostly about you, not about content. In the outline, there should be a section that says either self-introduction or something like that. It should be about you. So if you go to the guidelines, you will see that the first 3 minutes of your presentation are about you, your research ambitions, your background, your future goals. The presentation is 10 minutes. The last 3 minutes is Q&A. So that leaves 7 minutes for you to talk. Of the 7 minutes, 1 minute is for conclusion. So you really have 6 minutes. Of the 6 minutes, 3 minutes is about you, your ambitions, and your goals. So that really leaves another 3 minutes to discuss all of this content I think it is impossible for you to talk about all of this in 3 minutes. So go back to the guidelines and very carefully read what you need to do in this presentation, because it's not like last semester's webinar. This is different. This is about you. Another thing in this outline, you should include an overview of sources. Now, you have cited these sources in text. Actually, you haven't, but you should. All these graphs, okay, you have cited here. There is an in-text citation here. And there is another one here. But the slide should just say discussion of source 1 or overview of source 1, and just talk about the source, but not so much about content. It should mostly be about how this source has shaped your interest in the topic. Why was it important for you? Of course, in this discussion, part of it will be about the content of the source, but it should be just framed in a different way. You can say, for instance, Wang et al. 2020 was a very important source for me because it showed me blah blah blah. I was able to understand blah blah blah. Do you see? So that should be basically what the source discussion is. Now you need one visual aid. You can do more than one if you want to, but again, you have a very limited amount of time. And remember, you're talking to non-specialists, so they should be able to understand what this presentation is about. So I think you should limit the technical jargon to a minimum. So here the explanation of these chemical reactions, whatever it is, I don't think non-specialists would be able to appreciate this. And you will be grouped with people from all kinds of majors. They will not know what's going on. So I would say limit the technical discussion as much as you possibly can. If you include a graph, cite it. Right? You should cite this graph, where it came from. But really limit the technical discussion. So again, go to the guidelines. You should be able to see what they say very clearly. And this is very difficult to understand, this kind of graph. This presentation will be very good if you are presenting to people who have the same major as you, and if you had maybe 10 or 15 minutes, but you don't, you have 3 minutes and you're not talking to specialists. So you should look just like here, very, very brief bullet points, low cost and non-toxicity. See, this is understandable, right? Better conductivity, displays chemical stability. There you go, people can understand that. Why is this LATP, whatever it means? Why is that better than something else, right? So this could be your style of presentation. this sort of very simple slide design and very simple discussion, which even non-specialists can appreciate. Okay, so I hope this is helpful to you, Medina. Make sure you start with information about yourself. That's your first 3 minutes. Okay, good luck with your presentation.